I have high-level sources in Egypt and the U.S. who tell me one thing emphatically, that the Sheikh worked for the CIA in Afghanistan. We rewarded him by allowing him to come to the United States.
What does the Sheikh want? Hamdi Fuad is the American correspondent for the biggest Arabic newspaper in the world. He has covered Sheikh Rahman for 15 years. He knows what the Sheikh and his followers want.
They want to come and live in America, and they want to impose their point of view on you. They want to impose the system of life they want to have in their own country, in this country.
The Blind Sheikh and his implacable hatred of America, surrounded by young radicals trained in the most modern of the killing arts. But one of these men in the inner circle around the Sheikh was not the mad bomber he seemed. While he spent his days and nights in these mosques where dark plots were being hatched, he was secretly taping everything. What you are about to hear now is a portion of a transcript from the informer's tapes. Salim and the plotter talk about blowing up the United Nations with the Sheikh's approval. They call it the Big House.
Salim, what does the Sheikh think of the Big House? Plotter, of course he approves, of course. Don't be so doubtful. Believe me, your brother is very smart, thank God. I don't make a step unless I check with the law of our religion from Sheikh Omar.
But who is Imad Salim? If he was so close to the Sheikh, how did he miss the World Trade Center bombing? And after that disaster, did an embarrassed FBI tell him to create a new plot, one they could step in and stop in the nick of time? The Informer, when we come back.
اوكي، عندي سؤال. هل محمد ابو حليمه هيكون معانا في العمليه دي؟ صديق علي؟ ايوه، ثابت.
The original Arabic from FBI transcripts of the Informer and the plotters. According to the FBI, Imad Salim made over 150 hours of recordings, risking his life as he conspired with the plotters. They met in alleys, in warehouses, in bomb factories. They plotted mass murder.
الديناميت كويس، وجدنا كمية كويسة، وهنعمل عمل كويس. صدق عليه.
The plotters used code. The United Nations building was called the Big House. At one point, Salim asked the Sheikh if under Islamic law the Big House should be considered the house of the devil and could be a target of action. According to the tapes, the Sheikh responded,
quote, "It is not forbidden," end quote. Salim, quote, "They originally intended to bomb the Big House, and then it was changed to the World Trade Center," end quote. Plotter, quote, "Exactly, yes," end quote. Salim, quote, "Why the World Trade Center?" Plotter, quote, "The operation is to make them lose millions, and that is what happened. This is a message. We want to tell them you are not far from us. We can get you any time."
Now the big question marks. Imad Salim, the Informer. Who is he? How did he get so close to the Sheikh? Why did he go to the FBI? And how did he miss the World Trade Center bombing? Few people know anything about Imad Salim. Since he has been in hiding, he has made one reported telephone call to the outside world. It was to Hamdi Fuad.
First of all, he must be a very intelligent man. Because normally when you are with these people, they are always suspicious. They are afraid of you. They don't trust you. And he was doing all this kind of recording for a very long period of time. He must be a very good actor. He must have steel. He's iron. He's man like iron to have all this courage to go on without being afraid.
Hamdi Fuad is a fellow Egyptian. He says Salim called him from hiding to set the record straight, to tell the Egyptian people who he really is and why he spied on the Sheikh. He called Hamdi Fuad because he's the American correspondent for Al Aram, the largest Arabic newspaper in the world.
He said, I have a message. I want to pass this information to Cairo. When I knew that these people are going to kill my president, then I have decided to tell the American intelligence or the FBI. I did not take the money. I am not concerned about money. I am concerned about my president, about my country. This is why I want you to pass this message in your newspaper.
In terms of what we did discover about Mr. Salim, look, he's a middle-aged guy who lives in the Upper West Side. You want me to tell you that he thinks his kids are the brightest kids in the world? Fine. You want me to tell you that guys tell me, sources tell me that he's got tremendous sexual prowess? Fine. You want me to tell you that occasionally he takes a drink and kind of goes against the rules of Islam? Fine. You'll find somebody that bought him a cocktail. You want me to tell you that the guy, likes women, likes the ladies just like every other middle-aged man does? Yeah, I guess I could tell you that. If you want me to take and put some kind of official documentation, you want a report, you want paperwork, you want stuff from the government, you want this and that, you can forget about it.
Attorney Ron Kuby is representing two of the defendants, along with his partner, William Kunstler. Kuby is one of the few people who have listened to all 150 hours of secret tapes Salim made while spying on the Sheikh's group.
After the World Trade Center blew up, the FBI suffered a terrible public relations setback, and people were angry, and justifiably angry, wanting to know, why didn't you prevent this crime? Why didn't you prevent this act of terrorism? So what the FBI did was they set out to create a crime that they could prevent, and they took this informant, Ahmad Salem, sent him to infiltrate various groups of Muslims, trying to ensnare them and trap them into discussing all kinds of wild things.
In the months to come, defense attorneys will attack Ahmad Salem and his tapes. They'll say Salem entrapped the defendants, that he talked them into plotting the bombings.
What would have happened had there been no Ahmad Salem? And the answer is absolutely nothing. This whole so-called conspiracy was a government conspiracy. They created it, they drove it, and when it suited their interests, they called an end to it and called in the television cameras. Had these men been left alone in the first place to go about their lives, none of this ever would have happened.
And so the biggest question of all is left unanswered. If the informer was so close to the Sheikh, if he had penetrated a terrorist cell so thoroughly that they trusted him completely, then how did he miss the World Trade Center bombing? That's a question the government will have to answer in court. Modern technology has given police and the public a powerful electronic weapon for secret surveillance, miniature tape recorders. We live in a time where telephone conversations and intimate private meetings inside our homes and offices can be easily recorded. A vast secret history on tape is being collected. This program intends to make certain that no single authority be allowed to manipulate these tapes to send out a false history of our time. I'm Jack Cafferty. Good night.
Coming up straight ahead on the Channel 11 News at 10, full team coverage of the Long Island Railroad massacre the day after. We'll talk to victims and survivors. And we'll have the suspect in court tell you why he did it and have a profile of this man. All this, plus a new Michael Jackson shocker.